Here's something I wanted to revisit. Today is May 25th, 2 o'clock. The FOMC is coming out with the minutes from the FOMC meeting from 3 weeks ago. So the meeting is the bigger mover. That's when they come out with the interest rates, so forth. The minutes is 3 weeks later where they came out with the minutes of that meeting. On Nadex, I've done this before. We've talked about it before if you've been with me for years, but used to be able to get really good pricing on Nadex, then you didn't. However, you're able to again if you use the daily on the Euro US dollar dailies for 3 o'clock close. So the 3 o'clock close for the daily is what I'm looking at. This is a 1 hour chart. So the market at 1 o'clock was at 106.55, is currently at 71, so we're up about 16 pips or so. But you can buy the 106.80, which is 9 pips out of the money for about, say, $25, we'll say. And you can sell the 106.56 for roughly $18 or so. So combined, right in that $42 range or so. If you bought one of these, sold one of these. I think the chances of it not hitting 106.80 is very, 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 very small, or not hitting 106.56 is very, very small. So I think after the announcement, you'll get either the 106.80 or you'll get 106.56 at one point in that hour, and you'll be able to cash out for $50 on one side. So in this case, you'd make a few bucks, whatever, $5, $10 after commissions on that. And then you would still hold the other position. A lot of times you will see it spike up and then spike back down, or vice versa. So having the other position is basically a freebie. You already got your cash money in. And then if it does say spike up to whatever, 90, and then trickle back down, the other contract is just gravy. So you make a little money that way. The other aspect of this is if it just decides to go one straight way, and goes up to 107.15 or so, which isn't that big a move anyways. It's only about a 40 pip move. You should be able to sell your 106.80 for, say, $70 or more, which would make your trade very good, and you'd have a nice big profit on something like that as well. So the risk is roughly $42, $43 in this particular example. However, I think there's a very small chance that it doesn't go up 10 points or down 13 points as of what we're talking about right now. So I'm going to come back after the announcement here, or after the minutes are released, and see where we're at. I did take some positions here. I'll just show you these positions here. I took 56. Or excuse me, those are my orders. So I'm trying to get out of one at 50, and then trying to get another one out at 30, and then the same thing over here. So my risk is $40 on this one, and basically $44 here. So I got about $84 at risk for that, and we'll see what happens. A lot of times as well, right before the announcement, Nadex prices will change, and you will be able to cash out both of them because the pricing ends up getting wider. You will be able to actually have a profit on both of these. You could exit these even before the announcement. It's possible. So some of those happen, like right now. This one is $5 in profit. This one's $3 in loss. So I'm in profit by $1, obviously not including commissions, even though the market really hasn't done a whole lot from when I entered it. So that is something to watch for. Again, this is not an everyday kind of trade, but it is something that you can make a couple of bucks with potentially from time to time. Again, Euro US dollar is what I focus on. daily 3 p.m. is what I focus on, and then taking both sides. And you want to be in that. In this case, the movement just isn't very much. As of right now, if this was just before 2 o'clock, I would only need 11 point or pip move in the euro after the announcement, or a 13 pip drop. So you don't want to have 40 or 50 pips for it to make you money. I do think that this will move a fair amount. So I think you'll probably see at least 106.90 or 106.40. So I think you'll see at least a 20 or 30 point or 20 or 30 pip move. I don't know which direction. That's why I'm taking both sides. But I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see how we did. All right, we got about 30 seconds before the announcement. As you can see, the market went up a little bit. We're already at 75 before the announcement. Just a second ago I could have sold all of them for a bit of profit. But I want to watch it with you here on the thing, just to be able to move these things around if I need to a little bit. So the announcement should be out here fairly quickly. Prices are still quite not great. So see if the announcement did anything. Every once in a while it's a little late. Okay, as you can see, the first one here at 50, it's at 33 now. We're coming up to 77. It should be priced a little bit better than that. So they might not be looking for a big move up here. But anyways, if I cashed it out at 50, this one would be a win, and then I could cash the other side out if I wanted to, and have, as you can see, I got profits right now on both sides. So the total is profit. If I wanted to just exit right now, I could make whatever it was, $10 or whatever. It's a little muted, assuming that the news is out. I am going to watch this one here, 50. The pricing is a bit weak. I would think it would be a little bit better than that. So hopefully we'll get a run to the upside here in a minute, and then be able to cash out of the 80s, or excuse me, yeah, cash out of the 80s, at least one of them. And then if I wanted to, I could cash out of one of the 56s, and make 30 or so here, and then make only lose 10 here. So have a decent amount of profit there. Let's see. All right, here we go. 44. Okay, so the pricing, there we go. I just got exited out of one, and as you can see, I can bail on the other side if I want here. And get $5 out of it or so. So I'll just do that. What did I just do? Oops, I think I screwed that up somehow. I just got both of them. Or excuse me, the other one got filled at 70. So it got filled at 70. So one filled at 50, the other got filled at 70. And then one just got filled at 95, I think. Order sent at 95. Filled at 95. Okay. So so this one, the 56s, cost me $20 to get in. I lost $15 on one of them, and I made so I lost $15 on one of the 56s. I still have this one right now. and we'll see what happens with it. If I lose it, I'll lose the 20 bucks or so. So total loss here for the 56 is maximum total loss here on the 56 is not including commissions is going to be $30. Okay. And on the other side, my average to get in, I forget, was 22, I think I said. Yeah, 22. So 22 was the average to get in on the 80s. And I cashed out on the 80s, one of them at $70, which is what, $48 of profit. And then the other was at $50, which is $28 of profit. So is that $76? $76 of profit on the 106.80s. Worst case scenario, I lose $30 here. So my net would be at least 40 bucks. There is potential that this comes down. Or I could cash this out right now and get $8 additional. So instead of losing 30, I would only lose 23. So anyway, it's profitable. One, again, cashed out on one at 70. Right here, you can see it filled at 70. And then this one filled at 50. So profitable. Use it if you want. This does happen on the FOMC announcement sometimes. So what happened is usually way back in the day, Nadex had it at, you could buy stuff for what I called a lottery ticket, because you could buy stuff for like $2 and $4. You can't do that anymore. The lowest they do is like $4 or $5 and way out of the money, like crazy amounts. But then things changed. Now actually the dailies on the euro is, instead of 20, they're at 12. And lately, over the last few announcements, their pricing has been, in my opinion, light as far as where the markets can go. If you look at the FOMC announcement last time, so 3 weeks ago, the euro moved quite big, and the pricing was it wasn't priced for a big move. So it's kind of priced for a quote unquote normal day and not for a Fed day. But it is only that on the daily 3 o'clock. So you don't want to take the 1 to 3s. The 1 to 3s tend to not be as good as pricing, in my opinion. So from the little I checked. So, but anyway, hopefully that's helpful. Use it in the future if you so desire. I'm actually in profit now on this one. So my max. So if I would have left the other contract in, I would have made, almost 30 on the one, almost 50 on the other, and then been able to break even on these two if I sold right now, and made some decent money. So I'm going to leave this one in here for right now. I might exit it at 50. We'll see, which would make it a really nice trade. But it is currently, it is at 30 is my exit for this one. So, but that's the last of the update that I have for you. Have a good one. If you have questions, send me an email or comment. Take care.